Yo, the politician are easily mention a lot cause he counting you don't know the truth. You tender probably why you swiping left at the voter booth. Emotional cast, voting on whack quotables. It's supposed to be a polling move, you vote for who is owning you. Y'all must be too dumb or blind to see it. Get robbed by some guys that's heathens, your mind's defeated. You high cause you think this guy's a genius. You let him tax you for breathing minus the breathing. You're a jackwagon, so beat it. So be it, I'm never against some nice movement, but if the state call it free, it got a price to it. You claim to be against more slavery, but yet you want the state to confiscate fruits of labor, and it's fake to me. The government's in $18 trillion worth of debt. Forgive me if I don't trust them with my check. Pissing money by the sec, and it's dumb kinda. What kind of dumbfounded clown, gladly fun, irresponsible warmongers? Democrats act like they the party of peace, while Obama's bombing babies in the streets, and it's weak. They sending drones blowing up hospitals and doctors. Not a lot of difference from a Bush than Barack, cause very evident the current president is not retarded. He's smart like a con artist. Bombarded all the airwaves, flip-flopping like a dolphin, like the White House with rainbows, so they could get the gay vote and saying no. I just see right through the foolishness. We vote for who the ruler is, the appears when dudes abusing it. The state is cry about police brutality. But wait a minute, that statism, you made that bed so late, and then when 8 stitches apply to some black guy with a busted lip and black eye who was beat up by some whack cop because he didn't want to comply, and you can say that Black Lives Matter, but why we vote for a Democrat who won't bigger government than that? Pro-black buffoon. I laugh cause you calling people coons. Look at what your voting habits do. Democrats and white liberals are owning you while one of your cities into the ground, and I'd assume that you get it now. They've been holding office since the 60s now. You can't put them into power. You get nothing out of how stupid can you be? Republicans might suck, but they don't hold down office in black cities. The government has forever opposed black folks. Okay, let's go further, expand that note. From Jim Crow, slave codes, and black holes, the state has always been used to keep us in a lasso. Yet you got these foolish black intellectual dummies making money off cunning blacks funny on MSNBC speaking on how you need government to turn around and telling you that they the ones oppressing you, you better move. Social justice warrior activists, I write them off. They more PC than Microsoft. Bit a bit, I'm sick of it. Oh yeah, Bernie Sanders isn't economic illiterate. Sorry, but I can't forget this old hag is so sad, you're so famous. It's almost like you get a bone off taxation and that payments, democratic socialist nonsense. Let's call him what he is. He's a communist with no common sense. Obsessed with Scandinavian nations who ain't got a bigger population than the DM Dub. That's a fact statement. Bernie's the only one that cares, and I don't understand economics, so I blame the problems on the free market and the 1%. Tax cuts and trickle down doesn't work. I know I don't know, and I should probably do some research. I have a right to all things. Healthcare, welfare, I have no problem being owned by government. What I do, you can say corporation 90 times repeating it. And paired Robert Reich, Paul Krugman, and Nikizian. But that don't change the fact that you just highlight all your ignorance. Intellectually lazy, can't back what you fibbing in, you stupid yet loyal. Existence of the state is immoral. You bending on your knees for who is royal. Not surprising. Claim to be humanitarian, but ideas are forced by the monopoly of violence is fake. For the government to give, it must take. The social contract is what you say. But wait, I gave you no consent to take my wage, so that means that that's not a voluntary exchange. You stole from me. Your money's your money. I don't owe you a dime just because you exist, not ish, so get over it. Admit it, your ideas ain't good as you say if they need to be enforced by the state, okay? And that's the ANCAP rap. The government has a monopoly of force and violence. If they don't have that, they're not the state. So you can call yourself a humanitarian, but if you want the government to force something across the board, how can you be if that is through coercion and initiation of violence? Or they're sending their goons to confiscate your private property if you don't comply. It is involuntary, thus making it immoral. And no, somebody leaving isn't the way to opt out of this quote-unquote social contract that you guys like to throw out there. It is still force. So cut the gimmick, this whole humanitarian, you think you're a humanitarian? No. You're a tyrant and a sucker. Yo, I've been wanting to get on this beat since, man. Hey, I was in middle school. And Cap Rap Part 2, Rivers Rash Part 3, outnumbered, backwards, let's eat. For starters, guys, I'd like to apologize, cause I ain't been too timing with this rhyming, yet to your surprise, I'm back with ANCAP Rap Part 2. And otherwise, I still highly advise you still undermine these other guys. It's just a minor hiccup, but the current election got you up in arms like you on the wrong end of a stick up. Yes, these cats suck, but it's the baby you have made when you get schooled by politicians. You just bend over and take it, face it. Every election, y'all just tend to side with tyrants blind who find creative ways to pack initiating violence. And all the sides argue, but it's circular. A lockdown, not understanding neither of them had the moral high ground, and by now you
Hello. Welcome to another episode of Weekend Pregame, kinda sort of. I say kinda sort of because it's just me tonight. Once again, it's just me, and we've got Neo only comes like every other week because he's got other prior engagements. And then Shuck is just constantly getting butt slammed at work. So it's just me tonight. I've got, let me pull up, where are my topics at? We're going to talk about the Haiti stuff because that's what everyone's talking about. And there's, did I say Weekend Pregame? I meant Monday Night Bloodbath. It's Monday Night Bloodbath. Cut me some slack. But yeah, so it's just me. I'm just doing this over OBS because I've got the Haiti thing. We're going to talk about the Google stuff, which is interesting because before James O'Keefe put out that video today, which we're not going to watch the whole thing. I don't, but we're going to watch a part of it. We're going to watch the beginning of it. Before James O'Keefe put that out, someone else put out a different video about making an ad on the Google AdSense. And we're going to take a look at that. I got water. And I got some ice. All right. So I'm plenty hydrated. I also just pissed. And then, but after we take a look at the Google stuff, we're going to take a look at some of the things Kamala has said this week. This last week, or actually, I don't know when it was said, but we're just going to look at some of the wacky shit that she said because I always find that funny. And then we have two other things that are related, but not related. They're just related because of they're kind of cultural. They're cultural politics. One is a clip of Mark Cuban from back in the day that I think we'll find interesting. And the other one is Bill Maher. Is Bill Maher calling out some bullshit that took place this weekend. So that's what we got going on today. And then depending on how long that all takes, I might boot up Dustborn and start another struggle session. What do you guys think? So until then, let me make sure I got this all set up here. Perfect. So everyone has seen this photo. Savannah Hernandez, I don't know if she was the original one who tweeted this out, because you know how everyone just steals everyone else's crap on Twitter. You never know where the original comes from. But everyone has seen this photo with this black man carrying a goose somewhere. So everyone's all like, this is a Haitian. They're hunting goose. They say that they're hunting goose and they're eating ducks out of the parks and stuff. And I thought I was going to be the only one with this take until I watched Tim Pool this morning. I think it's kind of based. Now, there is a conversation to be had if you want to eat that particular goose or duck that might be eating out of the local whatever fast food chain garbage can. You know what I'm saying? There's something to be said about that. But then also you can look at the synthetic processed crap that they feed us out of the grocery stores. So I don't know which is better. Now I know they're like geese are like possibly protected or something. I saw an article from last year. It was last March, or a year from last March, where someone was eating a bald eagle in Nebraska. 2 Honduran illegal immigrants were eating a bald eagle in Nebraska back in 2013. So it's not the first time we've heard this. It's just the thing is, this town of Springfield, Ohio, has a population of 30,000 people, and they seem to have dropped off 20,000 Haitians there. So that would kind of like screw with an entire town's ability to, you know, get shit done. Now, I don't have a problem. The government would normally have, if I was to go and get a goose, the government would not appreciate that. The government would not want me eating ducks and geese out of parks if that was something I would want to do. They don't mind them doing it, but they certainly wouldn't mind me doing it. Also, we don't know if this guy's actually a Haitian or whatever. He could be a citizen. We don't know anything. This is just some random ass picture, right? So the other aspect, there are other aspects of this. We're going to look at some videos here of some people. They had, you know, one of their town halls where people were there talking about the migrant issues. We're going to look at a couple of those videos. There's something else I wanted to see about the ducks. I can't remember. Fuck it. So we'll go on to this. Oh, we're not doing that yet. We're going to listen to this guy here first. So this guy's got something to say about the migrants here.
I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into... They flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't...
I wonder what he means by that, flipping cars in the middle of the street. Okay. How's it going, CNA Productions? So, the guy says they're flipping cars in the middle of the street. Does he literally mean like they're like, because he's talking about how they're like driving into garbage cans and driving into buildings. Does he mean that they're actually like flipping the cars, or do they mean that they're stripping the cars? Because we've seen video footage of that from Colorado, thanks to the same woman who had the tweet of the picture. I can't remember her name. Savvy says, I believe. Anyhow, I think he means that they're like stripping cars in the middle of the road and they're just leaving cars there. That's what I think. I don't know.
How like y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know like who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to like seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them like.
Well, what do you want them to do after they cut the head off? No. I agree with them. It's not the immigrants' fault, although we don't know how they got here. Haiti's a long ways. Haiti's pretty far, but we don't know who's exactly is bringing them there. I mean, how do they end up in Ohio? Obviously, some sort of federal program, because they've been placing Haitians and what are the other ones? The ones that are all over Minnesota. I can't remember which, but they've got a bunch of refugees in Minnesota. So CNA Production says that the car crash videos are out there. The only car crash video I saw was the one of the drunk man who crashed his truck into a house that went up in flames. And somehow the drunk man ended up on the roof. That's the only car crash I saw. I did not see any car crashes regarding the Springfield, Ohio situation. So yeah, I didn't see anything regarding that. Yeah, I mentioned the 20,000 new neighbors earlier. But I agree with this guy. Like, I don't know what the immigrants' motives are, but they're obviously not trying to blend in, which is part of a reason why a lot of people don't want this. This was a big topic back in the 90s when people were talking about not being able to communicate in English with their fast food workers. I guess we watched the slippery slope there happening now.
Y'all get the Highway State Patrol down here every week, and then y'all get like a task force for the Highway State Patrol, and they look for guns, and they look for dope, and this and that and the fourth. That same people that y'all got riding up and down Limestone doing U-turns, pulling people over for blinkers and pulling people over for like going left to center and like a couple miles over, like y'all can take them same people, the Highway State Patrol, and you can take them in every single one of their silver Chargers and Dodge Durangos, and y'all can take them to Sunset. And y'all can park them right over there, and y'all can teach people how to drive since the Highway State Patrol knows.
He's asking them to give them driving lessons. Is that what he wants?
So much know so much about traffic laws and know what to do in traffic. They need to, y'all pay them. They can go over there and teach these Haitians how to drive because it's getting a bro.
Why are they driving? Do they have driver's license? There's a whole process for that. There is a process for that. I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't be able to get a driver's license. I don't know. It's all fucked because it's all broken at the beginning when they come in here illegally. Now, if these are like some sort of refugees or something, we're not getting any idea. I don't know how 20,000 people just show up in some sort of small town. But it's obvious that these people are not here to, what's the word? Assimilate. They're gonna keep doing their own thing. But you know, if I was to move somewhere else, it would be damn well expected that I would be assimilate into their culture. I'd be kind of forced to.
I'm getting thousands of views on these, and it's going to get bigger, and it's only going to get worse. And y'all sitting up there in these chairs, all y'all need to get out here and do something. Y'all making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Y'all need to put on a t-shirt and some Crocs.
Also, this guy says he's like out there recording all this stuff. I wish this clip would have started. I've seen a couple different clips with him. None of them start with him mentioning his name. I wish I could have gotten that.
And then y'all need to come out here in these streets, and y'all need to go out here and I'm out here before the police is. Like, y'all need to do something, bro. Y'all really got to stand on business.
I feel like getting to a situation before the police has become fairly common across this entire nation.
Y'all getting paid all this money just to wear a suit and sit in a chair. I think it's crazy, bro. Like, we got to do something, bro. It's kids out here getting hurt. Like, only reason I even went on here and said something about it is because somebody told me they walking from the school and a Haitian almost ran into them. And who is getting paid? Like, how much money is y'all really getting paid, like, to bring them over here? Like, I know it's deeper than them. I know that's where they come from, and that's what they do. That's they country. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they can't do that over here. And if y'all just getting paid from it and then y'all ain't doing nothing about it, I think that's super weird, bro. Y'all got to stand on business. Y'all got to really, like, step up. Like, it's lame, bro. Like, for real.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
So that's what he had to say. CNA Production says his name is on his shirt. Now, okay. It says Anthony Harris. And then it says something about mayor. I thought maybe he was advertising for some sort of political thing. I have a friend who has my brother's name on a t-shirt, kind of in a similar style, for his presidential election. So I never would have assumed that was actually his name. I thought maybe it was two different last names on his shirt. So we had that, and then I didn't get the other one. Oh yeah, I decided there's another tweaker lady out there who was, I guess there was homeless people. It was from this exact same meeting, and I guess there's like homeless people camping on her front yard, and she said she's working with them to, make it cool for everyone, and she's just asking them for some help because no one's there to help her, and everyone's there to help the immigrants. Now, the big thing that I think is coming out of all of this, well, not the big thing, but I think one of the more shocking things is supposedly these people are out there eating other people's pets. Now, I don't know what YouTube's going to think of this video. You can barely see anything. But fuck it.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it?
Do you think she just doesn't understand him? Or someone told her very early on, look, if you have to do it with the police, don't say a word. It's possible.
Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased. What did you...
How close is the nearest new neighbor to me? Hell if I know, man. I have no idea. But yeah, so they're going around cooking and eating cats. And I've heard they've got I've seen, I didn't bring the pictures because YouTube would not have appreciated that, but I've seen supposedly they've got the dogs strung up like drying out on the tree in the front yard. Like these people are doing their own thing. This is what they would have done back home, right? They don't know that they don't necessarily have to do those things. Also, eating the ducks from the park, kind of a workaround for Bidenomics in a way, you know, free food. But I don't know what they're going to do. Probably nothing. This is just going to get worse. Because I don't know if these are illegal immigrants or not, because we take in Haiti refugees all the time. Haitian refugees. Although I can't think of anything recently that's happened to Haiti outside of the Clinton Foundation, but that's a different story. So yeah, we've got weird things happening all across the country. And then, like I was saying, I mentioned that other story from a year ago where, fucking Daily Mail. We've got the 2 illegal Honduran immigrants are arrested after shooting down a bald eagle that they plan to cook and eat in Nebraska, as sheriff reveals the local community is in uproar. So yeah, that was March of 2023. So this is not new, and this is to be expected with so many people from different cultures where they could just do that shit from wherever they came from. Because yeah, they don't necessarily, like, they've got grocery stores, but maybe not as many. Like, I mean, I've got a grocery store 5 minutes walking distance from me. They probably don't have, there's probably not many people from the countries that they're coming from in those kind of situations. So there's that. There's the Haitians. Let's get caught up with chat here. Haitians will eat people in the park too. So yeah, there was that one. There was like that like crime lord or something from what was it? He was it was some Haitian crime boss person that was eating human flesh. I believe his name was Barbecue. I believe that's what he went by. Cat is a delicacy in Haiti. You see, that doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me one slightest bit. Or it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. I used to own 2 cats. They're now with my son and his place. And no, I would never eat my cats. I've had many cats throughout my life. I would never even once consider to eat a cat because they're kind of gross. They can be kind of gross. That's why I kind of don't have any cats right now. We got saying Kel, beef fried rice from the Chinese restaurant down the road. Meow. Yeah, did you guys see the article that Babylon Bee put out there saying local Ohio Chinese food restaurant has to close because of food shortage, supply shortage? In comparison, I don't think anything food-wise is off limits. The forgotten places like Missouri. Yeah, I have no idea. Cats don't have souls. Neither do dogs, bro. So, who here saw what? Oh shit! Fuck it. Who here saw what James O'Keefe put out today? Did you guys see what he did with the? He's got some Google expose about how they were. What was it? They're well, you know, they're fixing the algo so that Kamala shows up and Trump does not show up. Well, they got someone on another one of their secret cameras, and we're gonna watch that. But first, this video came out, I want to say maybe early last week. So this is what this guy was trying. This guy was trying to put an ad on just Google's ad application.
If you guys don't think election interference is real in 2024, I want you to watch this video. So we run a campaign and we're showing our viewers what they're going to get when they go to 10X Studios. The ad got flagged as ineligible. So you cannot run this ad. It doesn't fit our campaign. So we went back and we looked at it and said, oh, it's a picture of Donald Trump in there. Let's take him out and replace that image with Miss Harris. And I'm being polite when I say Miss Harris. We then sent it back to Google. We just simply replaced the Trump thumbnail with a thumbnail of her and a new title, and they approved it. Election interference, Google.
You can't even use an image of Trump for your ad with whatever Google AdSense or whatever. They're just blocking that shit outright. I think there's something wrong with that. Particularly when you can literally make an ad with Kamala. If neither of them were allowed, we could have a conversation. Either they're both allowed or neither allowed. There's a conversation to be had there about political shit or whatever in advertisements. I don't know. There's rules about political advertising, right? Well, it came out today that Mr. O'Keefe had gone undercover again, and this time with growth and strategist and ad salesman at Google, Dakota Leeser. So we're going to listen to some of the things he has to say.
Google was essentially promoting through its ads like rhetoric that was very like pro Kamala, and like it seemed to link out to like legitimate like news publication sites. So it like seemed like it was an ad from PBS, but it was really an ad for the Kamala campaign or whatever.
Meet Dakota Leeser, growth strategist and ad salesman.
He was talking about that controversy from about a month ago now.
Google. Dakota Leeser goes on to say they're, quote, reorienting the search engine to favor Kamala Harris.
But it's like you go to Google, they're reorienting the search engine such that Kamala is more, favored. Facebook, I feel like, is promoting, content that is favorable towards her. A lot of the AI.
Okay, since he mentioned Facebook, like he doesn't work for Facebook, does that? He must be a Facebook user for him to feel like he could say that. But I want to know what he's going to say from his professional experience working with Google.
Stuff that's sort of like proliferating right now is doing so in a way that's like generally favorable to her.
Dakota Leeser, growth strategist at Google, reveals that, quote, Google is a very progressive company, unquote. He admits that, quote, Google will allow a belief that one side will allow them to make more money.
I mean, Google's a very liberal, progressive company. If they have a belief that one side will allow them to make more money, I don't think it's like at the very.
So that's a very interesting thing for him to say. If there's one side that would allow them to make money, and he goes on to say he doesn't think it's political, it's economic. But what's funny is, like, back in the day, The Democrats were for like the little everyday guy, right? That was kind of like the thing, and hating on the corporations. Well, now the Democrats love the giant corporations. As a matter of fact, one of Kamala Harris's teams on X put out a tweet saying all like 100 top Fortune 100 whatever CEOs all recommend Harris. You know, like, and they're bragging about that. They're bragging about the rich people wanting Harris for president. It's weird. Like, when did that change? When is that okay? It's like the people, I won't say that. But it's things have shifted. Things have shifted as far as who likes the giant corporations.
Very, very top. I don't think it's political. I think it's like economic. I think it's all about like the share, the stock price.
The Google growth strategist suggests that political headlines help generate ad revenue for Google.
These political headlines that are generating clicks, which generates ad revenue, it's all fueled out of hate.
That doesn't surprise me at all. They love, yeah, there's a lot of clicks that go on from hate. Like, I mean, look, YouTube was a big clickbait game. Somehow my terrible YouTube title got CNA Productions to join this stream, to watch this stream.
Meet Dakota Laser, growth strategist and ad salesman at Google. Laser disclosed controversial information to our OMG American swiper. Here he describes his position and what his job entails at Google.
Oh, okay.
I work in ad sales, sell people ads, tell them to advertise on Google. Yeah.
So you sell ads for Google?
Essentially, yeah. It's not really sales, it's more like consulting, but we're essentially trying to get them to spend more money on Google products. So our entire suite of products are ad related. We try to get them to spend more money.
We're sure by now you've seen the
So he's a salesman, like a lot of other people. He just happens to work for Google. I wonder how big their sales team. I bet their sales team is gigantic.
Alexa videos circulating the internet promoting Kamala Harris.
Alexa, why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
Well, there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah, I remember this. This is weird.
The most significant may be that she is a female of color with a comprehensive plan to address racial injustice and inequality throughout the country.
Dakota, an insider from...
Now Alexa, Amazon fixed that pretty quickly from what it seemed. I got a buddy, Iron Oxide, who did a demo last Friday on a show with his Alexa, and it was both saying, I can't, for either Trump or Kamala, it was saying that it couldn't give any political advice. So Amazon has gone and fixed that. I don't know how that happens in the first place, but yeah.
Google says Google is definitely coordinating with the Kamala Harris campaign, assisting and promoting pro-Kamala Harris ads.
On Google ads, like there's like a headline, there's like a description, then there's like a sub-headline or sub-description or whatever. Google was essentially promoting through its ads, like rhetoric that was very like pro Kamala, and like it seemed to link out to like legitimate like.
Is this another guy fooled behind James O'Keefe wearing the glasses like Clark Kent? He's giving off some fruity vibes.
News publication site, so it like seemed like it was an ad from PBS, but it was really an ad for the Kamala campaign or whatever. And it's like this is like a coordinated effort by like big tech, like big companies to like try and get her to win.
There he says it. You know, what was it? It was about a month ago, maybe a month and a half, where she got busted for using ads that looked like, you know, like New York Times headlines, endorsing her and stuff like that, and they got a slap on the wrist. Whereas if anyone else were to do that, if I were to do some sort of blatant, like, what do they call that? It's almost, it's not copyright, but you know, when you create fake stuff, when you lie about someone approving of you, like, you know, hey, Gordon Ramsay gave me 5 stars on my macaroni and cheese out of the box dish, right? Like that's lying. That's not real. If I was to go out and put an ad on Google about my Gordon Ramsay 5-star macaroni and cheese recipe, Google would probably just close down my account because that would be a blatant lie, which is essentially what Kamala Harris and her team were doing just 6 weeks ago, and nothing happened of that. And I think that's what he was kind of talking about here.
Do you think that's what
And then he just confessed that it's not just Google. He thinks it's all of big tech are trying to back up, are trying to get Kamala into to win the election, right? They're trying to get her into the Oval Office. Having watched this for so long now, it doesn't surprise me. There is another giant demonetization thing going on. I'm not a big fan, but Candace Owens was demonetized, I believe, today. I think today was when I first saw her talking about it. She was demonetized today. She said 3 strikes out of nowhere within minutes of each other. Now, I'm not a big fan of Candace Owens. But you know, she's got the right to speak. I guess she was only demonetized, unlike Taylor Hanson, from that fucking news thing I never even cared about, Tenet. Taylor Hanson was completely removed from YouTube for just being an employee of Tenet, even though he did his own thing, and he wasn't the one he didn't own the company. He just worked for him, right? Kind of like Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, and Dave Rubin and all them. But they still completely deleted his channel, and YouTube told him, no, you can't make any more. There is something... They've waited. Every 4 years, I kind of wait for this, who they going to kick off YouTube thing, right? And, you know, it used to be the same with Twitter and stuff like that. But YouTube's seems to be... Well, I guess they've just now started. I'm curious if they're going to get rid of Tim Pool and Benny Johnson and Dave Rubin come later this month in kind of like an early October surprise-ish kind of like thing, even though that wouldn't really be normal. It would be, you know, something that the powers that be that want Kamala to be the winner would do. I would not be surprised at all. It would be very interesting if that were to happen. It would be very interesting if they were to remove Tim Pool and Benny Johnson. I don't really care that much about Benny Johnson, but I watch Tim Pool stuff because he does just bring normal news. So that's what I got there. Let's catch up with chat again here. Where did I leave off? Cats don't have souls. Oh, Duke Devil saying all dogs go to heaven. I saw a documentary in the movie theater. You know what? They made 2 documentaries on that one. Ken is saying, just after I no longer have shoes on my feet as I hail from the middle class, road meat will be on the menu. Never seen a feel-good story about a cat staying at owner's grave. Cats would eat you if they could. Oh, I know. Like there's all the stories about like when someone dies and they own cats, and the cats, like, the first thing they do is like eat the eyeballs or some shit. I know. I don't care about that. You know what? I'm gonna move that over here. What the hell kind of name is Dakota? You know what? I knew one kid in high school with the name Dakota, and now I have a buddy named Dakota. Zuckerberg admitted to working with feds. Yes, he did. He released kind of like his own Facebook papers like 2 weeks ago or something. Well, no, what he did was he released his own apology letter, which was all a bunch of horse shit. A lot of people saw that as him just kind of like trying to walk the line in case of a Trump victory because he might get in trouble or something. I don't know. What? I heard if Trump gets into power, he's going to have a bunch of favors. He's going to have a bunch of favors to all his rich buddies. Yeah, I know. That's a good point, Brad. You know, he's got to owe all his rich buddies if he gets into power. Not Kamala won't have to do any of that. I'm mainly amazed. Oh, CNA was gonna subscribe. No. Look, CNA, that wasn't a comment on you. That was a comment on my shitty title. That wasn't about you. That was about my shitty attempt to clickbait. I'm mainly amazed that it isn't O'Keefe on a date with another dude. Yeah, he kind of seems like he might be on a date with O'Keefe, but I think I hear like little bits of a female voice that they're like just barely cutting out. I saw Kamala has policies on her. I saw Kamala does have policies on her website. Oh, why am I doing that? CNA Productions asking if I own an American flag. At this moment, I do not own an American flag. I am not allowed to attach one to my house, I believe. I have the shittiest HOA out there. And they're not like Nazis. Like, they're not like crazy leftists or anything. I live in a rather red part of town. But they're just old. They're just really old. I pretty much live where I live in Arizona, and I live in an area where all the old people come from the cold places during the winter to live. So, okay, yeah, he's talking with a chick, we could hear her voice. How far will James O'Keefe go to get the story? You know what? I don't think he's sleeping with any of them yet. Oh no, my chat just jumped. Not all black women look alike, dude. I know. But sometimes they're both just as annoying as the other one. They would be in so much trouble if they got rid of the beanie. Do you think YouTube would really be in that much trouble if they got rid of the beanie? I know the beanie has some money and he could throw a bit of it around. But do you really think that they would be in that much trouble? Normal news, BRB writing a song. Yeah, exactly. But this time, I guess this time though, is we've got someone who's like on the inside confessing it, right? Cash is telling me cats are worthless. Hello, meteor advocate Timon. What's going on, Paul Hadouken? Don't blame Static. He's been playing Dustborn. Yes, I have been playing Dustborn, but I might be playing it after we go through everything tonight. I might be playing it tonight. So you, Static, what is patriotism to you? So that's a good question. I am a big believer in the American dream. I'm a big believer in freedom. I talk about this somewhat often. I was very fortunate to have a history, an American history and world history teacher in junior high that was able to explain to me the First Amendment in a manner that I could understand very well, that I don't think that many people didn't get to hear. He's the one who said free speech only matters, when it's something that you don't like. Right? And he was able to impress that on me back in junior high when I was even more retarded than I am now, to fully appreciate and respect that and understand how important it was, and then to explain how, each of the amendments were there to protect each other, and then how the Constitution is written in a way to manage the government and not the people. And so that kind of energy, like freedom. For me, freedom, understanding freedom and the importance of freedom, I understand that. I'm not big on the war thing that America likes to do. Haven't ever been big on the war thing, but I do like that when we do what's right and what's best is we are able to make everything better. I just wish we want to try think. I just wish the government didn't think that the way to do that is by killing everyone. That gets in their way, or whoever they just don't like. Kel says Tim is connected in DC. He probably, you know what, you're right. He does have politicians on all the time. Which then Kel says he brings on politicians all the time. Ah, yes, Dick Cheney endorsing Kamala Harris. And everyone excited about that. That one's weird. Dick Cheney was always a war criminal. And now he's cool for the Democrats. I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe George Bush might have endorsed Hillary Clinton. I might be wrong, but George Bush Jr. Or maybe he skipped Hillary and he endorsed Biden. All I know is he's staying out of it when it comes to Kamala. Kamala. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, Dick Cheney endorsing Kamala Harris. Great for her. I'm really excited for her. Buy a flag even if you can't display a weirdo. When you asked me that, I was like, why don't I have one? And yeah, I will look into purchasing a flag to put somewhere. I might even put it in this room because there's a poster behind me that is a little weird to be flying for me right now. And the flag would be better. I should also put, well, I don't know if I can do that. Anyhow. So now we've got some fun Kamala clips. I have no idea where this came from, but this one showed up last week. Listen to this, guys. Listen. Now, this isn't her necessarily. It's the guy she's talking to. But this is an odd one.
And we're talking about specifically something that happens to black people here in America. So we have to be specific.
Okay, the audio's kind of shit. There's a lot of echo, so I'll try and break it down. Let me turn up the volume myself so I can hear it better.
Specifically targeting to help those people, because we put those people in a position, and everybody knows the history. Yeah. Everybody understands the history of America. That's right. America, you did this to these people. You should write laws for these people. Don't group us in with everybody, because everybody.
So this guy wants laws written specifically for black people in America.
Didn't happen to everybody. But let's be fair. We plan from behind.
Oh yeah, barbershop. That makes sense.
We way back there, 400 years back there. We're not asking y'all to give us nothing. We actually write the law. Those of us who are willing and able to do the work, will do the work.
That's right.
That's what we need.
That's right.
And she just sat there nodding his head the whole time. Yeah. You guys need your, yeah. Well, she would be part of it. We need our own laws. We need our own. One, what kind of laws do you want for black people outside of, like, I don't know, maybe like handouts and shit. I don't know. But like hate crime laws are almost for black people. I don't know. It's just insanity. And all she does through this whole thing is just not, yeah. She probably doesn't even know what the fuck he just said. Then we got this other clip from good old Colin Noir. Coleon Noir, that's right. His name, he's got a different name. But this kind of goes back to the Google thing we were talking about earlier.
Y'all think this is okay?
We will double the Civil Rights Division and direct law enforcement to counter this extremism. We will hold social media platforms accountable for the hate infiltrating their platforms because they have a responsibility to help.
What does that mean? And who gets to decide what hate is? I love it when they do that. They just know everything. That's what's beautiful about like the First Amendment. And that's the freedom to be dumb and learn from your mistakes.
Fight against this threat to our democracy. And if you profit off of hate, if you act as a megaphone for misinformation or cyber warfare, if you don't police your platforms, we are going to hold you accountable as a community.
Like, I can't be the only one who thinks this is not okay. Like, it's the First Amendment. And no politician, I don't care who you're voting for, whether it's Kamala, Trump, or that one weird guy who was babbling about on stage. We don't even know where he is now. We don't even know if he's still the president. I don't care who you support. But no one should be okay with the politicians saying they're going to restrict your First Amendment right on social media platforms. I don't give a fuck about mouth-breathing racists spewing hateful bullshit online. It's the First Amendment. And for the people who are like, oh...
It is the First Amendment. But they need an excuse to start controlling speech in order to actually control the speech that they actually care about. They don't care about racist speech. They need something that they will be able to emotionally charge people. This is an age-old story. But they need something that they will be able to emotionally charge people with to make them think that it would be a good idea to control that kind of speech. That's why they call it hate speech. Hate speech is not a thing. We talk about that a lot on this channel. No such thing as hate speech, and you know what? There's no such thing as a hate crime. And you know what's worse? Is there have been conservative type people, right-leaning people that have adopted that jargon. And it's jargon, because it's not real. They have adopted the hate speech and hate crime jargon when they're talking about describing things. I've heard this from independent journalists and such, like on guests and whatnot on all the different random podcasts I watch, right? They're actually using this wordage, and so now it's fucked because they're giving credence to the idea of hate speech. Hate speech is not real. And they only want to control racist speech and hate and that kind of stuff on the internet because it gives them a way in to actually prevent the speech where I can't say, Kamala Harris, go fuck yourself. That's what they really want. They want it so that I can't go and say, Kamala Harris actually kept people in after their release date in prison so that they could go and fight wildfires for her. They don't want us to be able to say that kind of shit. Anyhow, that's all I got on Kamala Harris this week because, she's in hiding. Tomorrow, just a reminder, tomorrow on this channel and on Devil Made Me Do It, we will be streaming. Oh, let me bring up the picture. Let me go get the thumbnail. We got a thumbnail for tomorrow's night show called The Wrong Bath. We're combining Wrong Think and Bloodbath for the debate show. We've got a drinking game for those who want to participate in that. Where is my other browser? Oh my God. Come on. You know what? Give me a sec. Let me go here. We'll go here real quick and then messages. Devil. So here's the thumbnail for the show tomorrow night. Wrong Bath. We're going to start at 5:30 Pacific. The debate starts at 6. We got a bunch of people on. We've got Alec Baldwin's Finger, Hayden Wayne 75, green-haired anti-liberal. I think Bradley Burnett, Duke Devil 95, who's in the chat, is going to be there. Shaka Zulu is going to be there. Me, Devil Made Me Do It. Drew Outstanding Infield, I believe, should be there as well. So we're all going to be watching this. We got a drinking game, and we're going to be making fun of Kamala Harris because what a great way to spend a Tuesday night. So make sure to come check it out. That's my shilling on that. Now, the last two bits I've got are just random clips. One is from 2016, June of 2016. And the other one is from actually just this last weekend over some football shit that I think is pretty spot on, and it's kind of weird. And it shows the bullshit of everything. So this first clip is of Mark Cuban from 2016. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get into this, I forgot. I got to catch up with chat. Catch up with chat. Let's see. Where did we leave off? So, left off with, I think Cheney and Harris should celebrate his endorsement by going on a weekend quail hunting trip. That would be great. Make sure the flag, yes, the flag would have to be made in the USA. I will do that. I will see if I can have a flag up on this wall by next week. We'll see. It's not a matter of acquiring the flag, it's a matter of putting up the flag. Something about that seems against equal protection. CNA, never trust a man in a bow tie. What about Matt Smith as Doctor Who? Just saying. Matt Smith had one of my favorite storylines with the pawns, which is weird. Kamala Harris is not African American. Did I say that? You're right. She's not. Oh, from that first clip. Yeah. She is not African American. She is Jamaican and Indian, like 7-Eleven. Did she say she is African American, or I know she certainly sometimes tries to talk like she is. Kamala does not fit the traditional definition of an African American. Her mother was Hindu and her father was Jamaican. Yes. Indian plus Jamaican equals black. You know what? That's why none of this shit fucking matters. Even Google says African Americans are mostly descended from enslaved people who were forcibly brought from Africa to work in the New World. I don't need to start a GoFundMe for a flag. Barack Obama was not African American. His father was African, but he was not a descendant from a black slave, which is traditionally part of the African American heritage. Okay. So that makes, so I can grok what you're saying, but that makes the entire phrase African American fucking retarded. And notice how all of a sudden it's become okay over like the last year to just call them blacks. Whereas like 2-3 years ago, even 5-6 years ago, calling them black was like fucking racist in itself. I don't know what's happening, but yeah. Oslo Kamala suppressed exonerating evidence against people. Yep, the Brady violation. Yep. Wrong Beth sounds like a night went wrong in Vegas. That's kind of the point. So why does Static like Harris so much? She's pretty good at the old Hummer. That's why. It's right here next to me because I play it. And the other guitar that's not on the hanger is on a stand. It's not just sitting there leaning against the wall. It's on an actual stand. Yes, it's always tarded. Kel says, not enough dicks in that big mouth on the left. I don't know what you're talking about. So we've got this clip here, like I was saying, from Mark Cuban from June of 2016. This is going to be interesting. Make sure the volume's all set. Okay.
If Hillary Clinton decides that Elizabeth Warren is the one for her on the VP ticket,
then there's a good chance I vote for Donald Trump.
If Elizabeth Warren was on the VP ticket for Hillary Clinton, Mark Cuban would have voted for Donald Trump. What has happened? Hell is why.
Going to ask, really, because that will really pull the Democratic Party way to the left.
But we need to be more center. Elizabeth Warren has accomplished a lot in her life, but, taking it that far left would be a huge mistake.
Put you on the spot. Who wins this thing? It's been a fascinating process, whatever, but who do you think?
Right now, with the way things are, if I had to bet, I think it's the landslide for Hillary.
Really?
No question about it. But
well, he was wrong, along with a lot of other people.
Because I think the Bernie supporters will come along, as much as they might, cascade Hillary right now, they're not going to vote for Donald Trump. It's just not going to.
But Donald's been able to get a lot of people out to vote. People who don't normally participate in the political process.
Yes, and he deserves a ton of credit for that.
Yeah.
But getting 13 million primary voters is not getting 65, 70 million votes in the general election.
He's a pretty effective campaign, as you say. He's very good at media.
It's a different beast, right? It's a different, getting 70 versus 13, it's a different beast.
So there it is. He would have voted for Donald Trump if Hillary Clinton had decided to go with someone like Elizabeth Warren as her vice president, because Elizabeth Warren is so progressive. But now he is way all out there supporting Kamala Harris, who was at one point in time named the most progressive senator in the Senate. And he's gonna support her. He's a bot. He's a bot. He just I don't know if he just consumes MSNBC all the time and just lives in that world. I do about every once in a while he will tweet something out there that I think is genuine and not trying to get some sort of gotcha or something like that, trying to invoke some sort of conversation. It's very, very rare, but it does happen. I can't think of any examples. Otherwise, a lot of the time I do think he's lying as well. Like with when he got into it over all the DEI stuff, 6-9 months ago, I think he was absolutely full of shit. And he had no idea what he was talking about. Just thought that was interesting, and how things change. He is so bitter when it comes to Trump now. He is so bitter when it comes to Trump. And part of me wonders if it isn't jealousy. I would love to see Mark Cuban run for president, because I think that would be a huge shit show. I think that would be a giant shit show. And it'd just be fun to watch. The other clip from Bill Maher is from this weekend. And he brings up an amazing point about Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes and what happened at the Chiefs game this weekend. So let's listen to what he's got to say.
Here's my question. Yesterday, the NFL season started. Now, in the past, Taylor Swift was...
What?
In the past, Taylor Swift was... She was always in the same box with Brittany Mahomes. And now, they can't sit in the same box. I guess because Brittany liked some of Trump's tweets, and Taylor's for Kamala. Don't you think partisanship has gone too far?
But not for that reason, but I do.
So this last weekend, Brittany Mahomes did not share one of the skyboxes at the game with Taylor Swift, and speculation is because she liked Donald Trump Instagram posts, which, disclaimer, Brittany Mahomes is a fucking nut job. She is a hot mess. Everyone surrounding Patrick Mahomes and his little circle are bad news. His brother's worse. And somehow Patrick Mahomes is like... Patrick Mahomes puts off a very wholesome image, unlike... What's that one dude? The West... Fucking... The fake Subway sandwich guy that used to be in Denver. So... And it's absolutely pathetic that they can't share a box because of political differences. It's disgusting. It's sad. And it's because there would be a narrative there, and they don't want us getting along. They don't want us getting along. That's what it comes down to. And if they saw Taylor Swift, who supposedly, I don't know if she's actually come out and said anything endorsing Kamala. It's not like I pay a lot of attention to her, but I don't know. So I don't know if she's actually said anything, but just she represents that side of the political spectrum, and then Brittany Mahomes just so happens to represent the right side, the conservative side, because she liked a fucking Instagram thing. Who know? I don't even know if we know what the post she liked said. So it could have just been a one-off. Maybe she hates Donald Trump, but she actually agreed with like that one fucking thing. Jared Fogle. No, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the fake Subway sandwich guy. He tries to be all wholesome, but he's a fucking just fake jerk. Anyway, that was just like a perfect example of how the media wants people to be divided. And then you've got the other clip with Kamala with like, we need specific laws for Black Americans. You know, they this is about division. And you know what? I am excited over an actual real unity party thing happening right now. You know, I never would have voted for RFK because of abortion, his stance on abortion and his gun stuff. I know supposedly he's walked some of that back. Don't care. Don't trust that kind of shit. I never would have voted for Tulsi because of her gun control stuff, and she's kind of socialist. But I do trust them putting in positions with Trump, under Trump's admin, where Tulsi can help end forever wars. And I love the idea of make America healthy again. Our food pyramid is fucked. It's upside down. The crap that we allow, there's so much crap that this country allows in the food that Europe doesn't allow. Why? Let's look at, now, this isn't about price regulations or anything, but let's find out, why does it cost America 2, 3, 4, 5 times as much for the same pill that they're getting for way less in other parts of the world? Let's figure out that kind of crap. Let's fix that. Elon Musk, as like the street sweeper of the government, is music to my ears. It's very remnant of a Javier Milei out in Argentina, which is I'm really proud for that guy, and he's doing great work. Oh, my computer's freaking out. So yeah, that's what I've got on that. Let's get caught up with chat again. So, yes, it was always tarded. PRS, nice. Yep, I got the PRS. Bedtime for Bonzo on the East Coast. Gonna try and jump in tomorrow night. Yep, we got a spot for you, Duke Devil. LOL about the wrong bath image. Yeah, I like that thumbnail. That was kind of my idea. CNA Productions later, 95. Everyone's saying goodnight to Duke. Goodnight, Duke. Cash Kessler said Jared Fogle. Nope, I meant Russell Wilson. I have a brain fart when it comes to names. I will eventually get them, but sometimes it just doesn't want to work. CNA Productions asked if I'm covering the debate. I'm not doing anything about the debate tonight because we will be talking about it. We'll be watching it and, streaming it tomorrow night like everyone else and their fucking dog. And as a matter of fact, the latest person to join the chat, Alec Baldwin's Finger, will be there tomorrow night as well. Usually this show is actually a panel show. Both of my other co-hosts were not able to join me this evening, so here I am. And on that note, I think I'm gonna boot up Dustborn. You guys ready for a struggle session? I didn't get to play it this weekend because, just busy. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's you have to be in a mood to play Dustborn. Let's see here. All right, you know what? Before we get into this, I am going to take a leak. I'll leave you with some more ANCAP rap from Mr. Eric July. And I'll be right back.
Yo. I've been wanting to get on this beat since, man. Hey, I was in middle school. And Cavalry Point 2, Rubens West Point 3, outnumbered, backwards, let's eat. For starters, guys, I'd like to apologize because I ain't been too timely with this rhyming yet. To your surprise, I'm back with ANCAP Rap Part 2. And otherwise, I still highly advise you still undermine these other guys. It's just a minor hiccup, but the current election got you up in arms like you on the wrong end of a stick-up. Yes, these cats suck, but it's the baby you have made when you get schooled by politicians. You just bend over and take it, face it. Every election, y'all just tend to side with tyrants, blind to find creative ways to pack initiating violence. And all the sides argue, but it's circular. A lockdown, not understanding neither of them had the moral high ground, and by now you think that you understand the notion, or just know that you a puppet. They just play on their emotion. If you're focused, I suppose that you would see right through the focus and see he might be a joker. You should stop being hopeful of a politician on a solid mission. The side effect is that you get nothing out of it but false promises. The nature of politics is beyond obvious, but you dumb and you follow it, and it's you funding all of it. A Democrat can't tax you into prosperity. Understand what I mean? And when stop listening to Keynesians, Robert Reich's an idiot, Paul Krugman's oblivious. Their only job is to make government seem legitimate. Economic illiterates who think they can stimulate the economy by throwing trash on the ground. How does that sound? Needs an Austrian smackdown because I don't trust your thesis. You should read less teens and a lot more Mises. You'll get taxed and you ain't got nothing left. My bad. I almost forgot to say taxation is stepping to the left. Such a hard thing to accept, so I say it one more time. Taxation is theft. Not the price of civilization. It's nothing but extortion. You work hard for every job and get the state demands a portion and you don't give them the money. They think going to come and force it, and they'll lock you in a cage if you choose not to endorse it. That's a racket, and it's backed by physical forces. You choose to resist the dudes in armor, i.e. Eric Gardner. Screw your social contract, Jack. I tell you what, go grab a copy of that. Gladly wipe it on my butt blood threat. That's how much it means to me. Seems to be that you who's not believing me or seeing what you achieving is thievery. You a fraud humanitarian, a blatant faker who uses the poor as an excuse to rob his neighbor. You a hater who's too lazy to raise it on his own and too much of a coward to rob other people's homes, so he begged the government to do it. He's so foolish thinking that raising the minimum wage will be a net gain. It's an artificial price on labor. You still last in the income bracket, so your buying power is that, and it's like a form of inflation. Speaking of that, be it the Fed Reserve robbing you, you don't know what it is. Got the bogus inflation rates, $1 went a long way, and now it won't even buy you a stick of gum. What it's worth. Y'all crying about rich people let the state in this monopoly money, let the rich get it first in the banks. You think that you would try to research, but yet you vote for state expenses, so you gotta be dirt. Try to silence them, but your mind's gone. Need to find one. Cry about corporations, you can't even define one. You don't know jack, but you continue to splur words. That's why you Bernie Sanders supporters get on my darn nerves. Next fool ask me who gonna build the roads, gonna make me violate the nap, so would you please shut your trap? Humans can make a dang smartphone, but now they can't figure out how to put concrete on the ground to get to and fro. Hope you know that ain't even logical. You're thinking that's worked backwards. I'm hoping that you gotta know it's inconsistent as well. By that logic, how can they govern millions if they can't govern themselves? But anyway, yeah, Donald Trump sucks, but I get a kick out of the hall steady pissing y'all off. It's true, he's an authoritarian, a little annoying, but he and Bernie are on different sides of the same coin, so if you scared of one, gotta be scared of the other. To me, they seem to be brothers. I don't put nothing above them. I just sit back and look at the facts, and it seems to look and sound that the only thing burning is Bernie's campaign to the ground. Stimulus. Shout out to all the ANCAPs out there. Except the only spot where we disagree is how do we bring about the stateless society, you know what I mean? Some say we should just starve the beast. Some say we should utilize the political process. Me personally, I ain't gonna sit and get in that childish argument. I don't care how you do it. It's a place for everything. Whatever your lane is, educate people, you do it. Whether you participate in the political process and support people like Ron Paul, or you just say no. Don't matter to me. I got love for you. And backwards, we got a lot coming on the way. It's gonna be a big year.
All right, so let me finish getting this set up here. Actually, we need to go here and then change this up. Of course, it doesn't want to do that. So we'll just add this. We'll add this. We'll add existing. Where the fuck is it? Put it here. Then we'll resize it. Get all my chat windows back up. By the way, you YouTube people, if you haven't followed my Rumble, please go do so. I don't know. If you've watched my other shows, you know that it's kind of... Please tell me that's going to work. There we go. It's kind of no holds bar on my other shows. And we just talk about whatever the hell I want. And don't really self-censor a whole lot because I don't believe in that. Could say I self-censored on the title today by not calling them illegal aliens, but I really don't know the official status of those Haitians over in Ohio. Anyhow, let's get into this crap. Are you guys excited? Oh boy. I don't even remember where I left off. Issue 2. We're all into issue 2, and I think there's like 10 or might be 12 issues. Well, we're in the desert now.
Someone should wake Gnome. They've been sleeping all morning.
I need more. Sorry. I need more volume. I can't hear it. Oh, you know what? I think I turned the game down in the settings. Nope, I did not. Okay. Well.
There's nothing to look at. Might as well sleep through Nevada.
I'll be happy if I never see a desert again. Is Theo sleeping too?
I'm not sleeping.
Are you knitting? You knit?
Do you have a problem with that?
Oh God, the dude's
Not at all.
knitting.
I'm actually impressed.
People are freaking out. Oh, hey, yeah, let's do some dishes. I guess someone needs to do the dishes. Is that a PBR can in the damn sink? What the hell? Oh yeah, let's get some food.
Excuse me, Pax, do you have a minute?
Who the
It'll be
fuck said?
quick, I
Oh, hey, the
promise.
robot wants to talk.
How's it going?
I'm fine, although I'm actually
I
experiencing
meant
some
with
odd.
the bus.
Oh, the bus is operating as expected. Humidity is low and visibility is high. Can I assist you with anything?
How's it going? I meant the bus. What a bitch.
I recommend staying seated when we're in motion, in case I
You
need make a
wanted to
sudden
talk,
stop.
ass. All right.
I guess my sister managed to put Humpty Dumpty together again.
Pardon me. Oh, right, I am Humpty Dumpty. She did an excellent job. She's a very skilled mechanic. I am detecting some abnormal data from one of my subroutines, but that's probably...
You what? That doesn't sound good.
It's probably nothing, but I can run a self-diagnosis if you wish.
Yeah. Definitely.
Self-diagnosis will be complete in 37 minutes.
Any luck with the self-diagnosis?
It'll be 36 minutes until it completes.
So, about this abnormal data.
It could be anything. It's probably related to my injury at our previous stop. My servos may need readjustments.
That won't interfere with you driving the bus.
Have a good
Not
one,
at all,
Timon.
ma'am. Feel free to adjust the radio. It's on the shelf above the seating area.
Don't care. The music in this game is booty cheeks. Ask about the robot, gift her some peanuts, or connect. Let's ask about the robot.
Did you detect any problems with our robot driver when you fixed it up?
Why?
It just told me there was some abnormal code. Maybe due to the injuries it suffered the other day.
You're saying I did a bad job putting it back together? Because I can tell you right now,
Everyone
I
makes
didn't.
mistakes. Not the point. Bailout.
Whatever's wrong
Let's
with
see
it,
what.
it's not on me.
Let's see what bailout does. Why can't like everyone makes
Really
mistakes?
resent the implication
Bailout,
that I
not the
messed
point.
something up.
This all sounds like they're
I
going
didn't
bad
touch the
places.
software
It's never
at all.
like never. Yeah. You just literally bail out. All right. What a fucking joke. Yep, and the dude is knitting.
You must be happy we're back on schedule.
We don't have much of a buffer.
It's a straight line from here to Salt Lake, Theo.
Wait.
We'll be there tomorrow.
ABF, is that a real thing?
I hope so. The librarian's expecting us.
Is there a Concord
Did you want
controller out
something,
there?
Pax? I don't like to be rude, but I'm a bit preoccupied.
I didn't realize you were into, this thing.
And now you do. Go on. I've heard all the jokes.
No jokes. We all need a hobby.
Gay.
Who are you knitting for?
My niece.
Nice. How
What do
old
you
is
want,
she?
Pax? I need to finish this knit. Maybe check in with the others, like your sister. It sounds like she isn't having the best time.
So Acid asks if that's
you guys
hair
keep
on his
hovering?
arms or if they are self-harm marks. I think it's hair.
Hello? Pax.
And maybe another kind of skin disease. Because it definitely looks weird.
Very odd person sometimes.
I had a chat with our driver. They said something about
Limited edition.
abnormal
You,
data.
you post some photo of that
They're
over on
running
Twitter
a
there, good sir?
self-diagnosis program.
I wouldn't worry. It's an old model. There are always software issues. The self-diagnosis will catch anything serious before it becomes a problem.
Cool. Let's talk to
Yo.
this fat bitch.
Does the robot seem moody to you?
I really can't tell. I'm trying to find something to draw, but this
You're the one who was being an asshole to the robot. What do you mean does the robot seem moody to you?
It doesn't inspire great art. I can only draw a gnome's head so many times before it gets weird. And your sister doesn't like sitting still.
You're not working on your magnum opus?
My what?
Your comic book.
Graphic novel, and it's called Displaced, not Magnus Opium. I honestly don't feel inspired to work on a generational epic about Republic refugees in Pacifica right now. I'll get back to it at some point.
Magnum opus means masterpiece.
Why does it
Oh,
always have to
right.
have something to do
Yeah.
with fucking...
Not sure about masterpiece.
Politics,
More
man.
like masterpiece of
Yes,
shit.
that's
or
the
maybe
cow.
Huge masterpiece.
You're too hard on yourself.
Never too hard. Speaking of hard things, I can't stop thinking about the battle we had with justice. It's not like I didn't enjoy punching fascists in the face. It's a great pastime. But they're like the Postal Service.
It's also
they're just gonna
tiresome.
keep coming no matter what you do, and there's never an end to it. So what's the point? The only way to take justice down is to do it from within. Anything else is just barking at postal trucks. Man, I wish I hadn't skipped breakfast, even though I'm so through with porridge.
Skipping breakfast is probably a good idea.
Would be the absolute shit right about now.
I do agree with that sentiment about the beef jerky, though.
Can't help you.
I know, this one's on me. Should have prepared better.
You're in my light, Pax.
Sorry.
Sup?
Oh, we got pills.
Deloxetine?
Deloxetine? Is that real? Is that a real pill? $20 milligrams, 30 capsules. Let's look it up. It's real. Of course it is. Medication used to manage major depressive disorder, MDD, generalized anxiety disorder, fibromyalgia, diabetic peripheral neuropathy, and chronic musculoskeletal pain. Yep, anti-anxiety pills. And of course, Acid knew right away. He's like, it's for the depression. For anti-depression. And he also says, wow, they even threw the vitiligo condition as a character they thought for everyone. Yes, yes. The only thing we're missing, we don't have anyone in a wheelchair, which would have made the bus thing real interesting. But yeah, no wheelchair people. Or even like people on the crutches or anything like that in this game. I feel they missed a mark there. Do better next time. If there is a next time.
Hey.
How do I just go to the next part? That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, go. I must have been playing with the controller, not the keyboard.
I'm afraid we need to make an unscheduled stop. The vehicle is low on fuel. There is a standard energy station coming up on our right. Refueling will take about 10 minutes.
We should resupply while we're there. Maybe get something for dinner.
Dinner? From a service station?
Oh wait, I think we have to do an impromptu concert here too.
No.
I'll start refueling. It will take about 10 minutes. You should probably disembark.
The sun is not doing my vitiligo any favors.
We should look for sunscreen.
Or even better, stay out of the sun.
Vitiligo!
I can literally feel my skin melting.
I
Oh,
hope
boo.
the station's open. It looks a bit
Awesome?
abandoned.
What the heck? Hey, that's alright, man!
Oh, this isn't good.
Oh, it's gonna stop, right? It's stopping? The robot's just playing with us? Any second now.
I love it. The robot just took off
I
with the
don't
bus.
think it's stopping, Sai.
Where's Gnome? Shit!
Gnome's on the bus, sleeping.
Well, that's good, right? Gnome can just bring the bus back when they wake up, right? Right?
If it doesn't run out of gas.
Yeah? No?
Oh, you know what? I got it. Where's my controller at? Where the hell? Oh, there it is. I gotta use the controller because I don't know all the different buttons for the on the keyboard because I've been using the controller.
Who are you calling?
Who do you think? I'm trying to get in touch with Mom, or anyone who knows what happened to them.
Is that a good idea? What if they're tracking all calls coming into Camp Cedar?
So what if they are? It's a random call from the middle of Nevada. Big fucking deal. I have to find out if Mom is safe.
This is a real pickle we've found ourselves in.
I'm sorry, a pickle?
I knew I shouldn't have trusted the robot.
Oh, God.
We'll check inside. Coming?
I'll stay here. Keep a lookout. Maybe the bus will turn around. Maybe I can hitch a ride back home.
She hates you. I would too. Why did it vibrate here? I knew it. I had a feeling. Forgot how to do it. What is this? Box of matches. Okay.
We're never seeing that bus again. Why the hell did the robot hijack our bus? What does a robot need a bus for? And what's gonna happen to Gnome?
I don't think the machine's going to hurt them.
Maybe Gnome can bring the bus back when they wake up. Yeah, that's not happening.
Let's check out the store.
After you.
I freak out over a robot working here.
Welcome to Standard Energy, folks.
Another robot. Great.
Standard Energy. Junior Justice breakfast cereal. Let's get that. What the hell am I doing here? Nudie mags? I guess we're just in here to
Welcome
talk
to Standard Energy, ma'am. What can
Is there a car we could rent or borrow around here?
Afraid not, ma'am. Unless you count the wreck in the garage and That's run its last mile. The closest dealership is probably in Reno or New Jerusalem. And there are no buses around here, except for the one you arrived in, that is. This is the first time in 30 years I've seen a bus drop someone off here. I have to warn you, ma'am, there's unlikely to be another bus anytime soon.
Do you know if there's any taxis around or like ride-sharing services?
I'm afraid there are no taxis, ma'am. As for ride-sharing services...
Never mind.
The only folks we see on a regular basis around here are riders, and the occasional Justice Patrol.
So we're basically stuck here.
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Usually in that order.
Do you get a lot of bikers here?
We do. I don't mean to be unfriendly, but we could do with fewer of them. If they buy anything at all, it's just grain liquor. They light a fire in the parking lot to let others know there's a party going on. And then they just drink. Sometimes they steal stuff, if there's anything left to steal. And by the time justice shows up, if they show up, the riders are long gone. But it's months since the authorities last showed up. Not much of interest going on out here in the desert.
Are you able to call for a Justice Patrol?
There's an alarm that connects with their switchboard in Reno, but, well, I'm lucky if they show up at all. Last time, it took 3 days before they sent a car. And then the officers threatened to shut me off. They don't like to come out here into riders' territory.
Acid ask, why is this a really bad version of the Life is Strange game? You know, I never played that. I haven't, I want to say PlayStation gave it away free 1 month, and I just never booted it up. I got it because it was free, and I'd get all the free games, but I never played that game. What did you think of Life is Strange? Because I've heard a lot of different opinions on that.
What's doing here? I'm guessing you're not here to fuel up.
That wasn't a public bus. That was our tour bus. Our robot driver decided to do a runner.
Oh, dear. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm very sorry a robot did that to you. There must be something very wrong with it.
You can say that again.
There must be something very wrong with it.
No.
Okay, we can leave.
Thanks.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
I can't remember the last time I was
She's just gonna get
Standard
ketchup?
Energy.
Ready to head out soon?
Anytime. Theo's wallet's on the bus, so we're not getting any souvenirs today.
We need to catch up with that bus, Pax.
I might have something. Let's regroup outside.
What?
Please come again.
So, what do we do now?
We need to find a way to draw their attention.
Whose attention?
Horned riders.
What? Fuck that! Are you serious?
It might backfire, but I see where you're going with this.
Someone light a fire. That's what the matches were for.
This mural is pretty cool. Whoever made it knows their shit.
This must be where the riders light their fires.
What do you think it's used for? Human sacrifice?
What can we burn that creates smoke?
Plastic? Rubber?
Gnome? Could you help me here?
Gnome?
Damn.
How is that even an option?
I forgot.
Are you retarded?
What can we burn that creates smoke?
Plastic? Rubber?
We've got a literal recycle bin.
This must be where the riders light their fires.
A great place for a fire pit.
There's no car, but the robot attendant gave me an idea. This is biker gang territory, and this station is a gathering spot. Bikers mean bikes. Bikes mean...
A way out. Let me know what I can do.
There's literally all the fucking plastic right there that I could be burning. And it won't let me pick it up.
Sai? Can you lift this door?
What if it's wired to an alarm? What if the Henry is armed? What if Justice show up? Not trying to be difficult, Pax, but let's please find another way.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I never know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking we need to draw attention to this place.
Whatever you need, just say the word.
Still getting a signal from the bus?
Growing faint, but yes, for now.
Doobie doobie doo. What?
Theo? Unlock this door for me.
No, that's breaking and entering. There could be an alarm, a security camera. It'd be irresponsible.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go talk to the fucking... At least her friends are like... Don't be a douchebag.
Z, what?
Welcome back. What can I do for you this time, ma'am?
Remind me what happens when the writers show up.
Same thing every time. They buy a few bottles of my cheapest grain alcohol and light a fire in the parking lot. Before long, more writers arrive, and then they party until they pass out. Do you have any more questions for me? I'm happy to answer them. I don't often get to exercise that programming.
Remind me what happens when the writers show up.
Same thing every time. They buy a few bottles of my cheapest grain alcohol and light a fire in the parking lot. Before long, more writers arrive, and then they party until they pass out.
Do I need the booze? They won't let me buy any booze, though. And I can't open this door.
Please come again.
Can I do anything with the gas pumps? No.
This must be where the writers light their fires.
That's a fire hazard.
That's a fire hazard. Oh.
What can we burn that creates smoke?
Plastic.
That fucking chair. Everything right here. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want to use the box of matches. Here we go. She won't break in. Here we go. Here's rubber. Pick it up. Alright, let's get the people.
This is one heavy tire.
Probably belongs to a truck.
Where the hell did that even come from?
Sai?
Yo.
I need your help with something. Can you carry this for me?
You know it. Excuse me.
Oh, is she retarded?
I can't see shit. I need guidance.
This way.
I'm not tired at all. Get it? Get it?
Follow me, bitch.
Pax.
Just follow my voice.
Following.
Marco.
Follow.
That would have been great if she actually had to hit
Let's
that damn
go.
thing.
Come in.
This way.
I'm not tired at all. Get it? Get it?
Yes, I get it.
Did you say something?
Just follow my voice.
Following.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Marco.
Follow.
Let's go.
Come in.
This way.
I'm not tired at all. Get it? Get it?
Just follow my voice.
Following.
Marco.
Follow.
Drop the tire in the fire pit.
Can do.
This is gonna smell amazing. Light up.
Let's light this up and catch us some riders.
I think you need an accelerant. It'll take a lot of heat to light up that tire.
Back in Liberty, some of the girls made their own moonshine. Talk about flammable.
Well, I know where the booze is.
Good to have you back, folks.
You know what's funny is that whole bit where I tell the moo cow where to go to bring the tire. That's their idea of gameplay. That's what they thought made this a game.
What can I do for you this time, ma'am?
Booze.
A bottle of your finest cheap booze, please.
Absolutely. I'll just need to see your just ID along with the correct change. We accept no higher than a $20 bill. Anything
Oh,
you
now I
need,
gotta
just
steal it.
Let me know.
Hey, Henry? Could you check if you have any vanilla ice cream left?
We haven't had ice cream here since 1997, ma'am.
Hey, Henry? About that picture.
Yes?
Can you talk about what it represents?
Well, ma'am, it represents the factory-mandated bond between Bays and Henrys. For me, personally, it means more than that. It
The tulips are
represents
blue.
my Betty.
Go!
And the everlasting love between us.
Okay.
What can I do for you this time, ma'am?
We're the good guys.
See you later, folks.
What are you doing?
Lighting the tire to draw the rider's attention.
That would be a
Who was
terrible
your
way to
eyebrows
get
doing it
a
like that? Give me the
tire
bottle.
burning. That alcohol would burn up so quickly. We gonna light this bitch up or what?
Pass me the rag, Theo.
What are you doing with that?
She's making a very special cocktail.
A very special. Oh, I get it. Cool.
Oh, did I just get Molotov cocktail abilities? Yep, I did. This is gonna be a thing. The fuck? What the fuck?
If it is, I approve.
No, this is bad.
Did it start a fire?
Oh my god.
That was the plan, wasn't it?
You're insane, Pax. I'm just stating that for the record. Pax has officially lost her mind.
I hear something.
Like, buzzing. Bees? Are there bees in the desert? I thought all bees were
Bikes.
dead.
Not just bikes. Riders.
Fuck.
What do we do, Pax? Confront them or hide?
Hey, is it really a good idea to go face to face with these idiots?
I say we stay low. Find a way to steal their bikes. Hey, who are you? I know you. Alex, look. It's those psychos from the campsite.
You really hurt my feelings. And my head. I still have a pounding headache.
No one fucks with the pack and gets
Come
away
on,
with it.
hurry up.
Thought you'd seen the last of me? You're still on my turf. I owe you a knockout for last time.
So, I guess we're doing this?
Are these the guys we fought the other night?
Who can tell with the masks?
I recognize the moves. That's probably the playbook. I think these bikers fight better than the last bunch.
Those guys were a cakewalk.
Also, they didn't have Molotovs.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Eyes on me.
I hit B to dodge like I'm playing fucking Souls game or some shit.
Throw one cocktail and suddenly everyone's got one.
We started a trend.
What do we want to do? We're gonna
started
push.
a wildfire. That's different.
Be gone. Hey boys, how do you like this heat?
Did I did put it on easy. Okay, thank God. I'm like,
I don't mind, because it's a dry heat. That's what I meant.
I was talking about the heat we're bringing.
why is she on fire? What the hell? Why am I on fire? Oh, what the hell?
Let's get to those bikes before these idiots get back on their feet.
Did my stream die? No, but it's being weird. Please use keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Current keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. I don't get it. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. It might not be the right bit rate. Because I did something stupid with OBS this weekend. And it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Well, Kel says it's looking good, so as long as it's looking good, we'll keep going. Even though YouTube says it's being dumb.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get y'all gonna take a bike? I don't get to drive it?
Whose bright idea was it to light that fire?
At least we got ourselves a ride out of there.
Yeah, but at what cost?
Anyone following us?
Those riders aren't going anywhere.
In that case, why do I hear more bikes? Oh, shit! Riders!
Let's keep our cool.
Stop! Those are our bikes!
Those are the same damn
What did they
people.
say? Who the fuck cares what they said, Ziggy?
Keep it steady, Z. I just found something. What? Cocktails that go boom.
Oh, yep. Oh, that's retarded. You're on fire, bitch.
Did you get all of them?
Sure did.
Don't get cocky, okay? We still have a bus to find.
Are you retarded? Did we find the bus? That was out of gas, I think. There it is. It looks like it ran into a rock.
Still in one piece. This is good.
But parked in a ditch and through a fence, which is less good.
Where's Gnome?
Hopefully still on the bus.
Let's be cautious.
Ooh. Unlocks 5th attack chain. When thrown bat hits one additional target. I'm gonna hold on until I hit that one.
I don't think we have anything to fear from the robots, but...
We don't know that. You guys stay here. Let me take a look. Gnome? Where are you?
That Gnome took all the pills in the bottle.
Gnome? Gnome!
Oh, hey, I was just... I took a nap.
You okay?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be okay? What's going on? Are we stopping?
You slept through all of that?
All of what?
You
Where
better
are
come
we?
outside.
So, let me get this straight. You lost the bus.
Where's the robot?
Torched a service station, fought a biker gang, made a daring escape, and now we're stuck here, in the middle of nowhere.
That about sums it up, yeah.
On the positive side, we found the bus.
The bus?
And also Gnome.
Sure. We can probably get the bus back on the road, but...
Go drive. Hey, don't look at me! After driving that death trap today, I'm out. For good this time.
We need that robot.
I feel responsible. I should have realized something was happening. I should have woken up.
So, what do we do?
Not your fault, Gnome. It's that machine. We shouldn't have trusted it.
Oh, she didn't like that.
I say we locate the robot. It's either that or continue the journey on motorbikes.
I don't know what to do.
That's okay. Neither do I.
Well, someone needs to take charge.
While you guys figure that out, I'm staying right here.
I'll check the bus for damage.
I'll help. At least some of us will be doing something useful.
What a bitch.
Man, I'm so sleepy.
At least someone of us will be doing something useful.
Ah, the sun feels nice. Although I should probably find some shade.
They're wrong, and they're coming for us, coming for our kids.
Get in there, bitch. Oh, what do we got here? Take the rebar. I'm gonna need that for dislodging the bus. Even though I don't know how well that would work. Oh, I was just saying, I wonder how far it would let me just go. And it automatically made me turn around. Not open world by any means. Not even close. Like, we will run out of memory if we go any further.
We need to get back on the road.
How's it looking?
Fine, I think. Can't tell for sure yet.
Another pickle.
Oh, Mike, what the hell is up with you and pickles?
We're in one?
Oh, you're so annoying.
If we don't find our robots, we're stuck here.
God damn it.
What?
Do you have any good ideas? Because
How's it looking?
no damage, as far as I can see. But we need to make sure.
There could be more of those riders coming.
I know, but none of us can drive the bus.
I'll drive the bus.
What's the plan, Stan?
Sit tight. I'll think of something.
I know you will.
Should you be out in the sun?
A few minutes can't hurt. I have vitiligo. I'm not a vampire.
So far today, everything that can go wrong has gone wrong.
Turn that frown upside down.
Shut your damn mouth, girl.
We're still alive, and we found the bus. Also, Gnome.
Bus won't do us any good without a driver.
You gonna ask me to drive?
I'm not.
Good. Are you gonna ask me to pull the bus out of the ditch?
Possibly.
I hate you. So much.
I mean, that's what your damn
Keep
skill
forgetting
is.
We also found Gnome. Where are they?
And
Did
it's
they hear
like,
me say that?
How can you focus on drawing right now? I'm envious.
Girl, I draw to stop my mind from spinning out of control. It's how I cope.
Believe.
Hey, if you haven't looked in on Gnome, maybe you should. They seemed a bit under the weather.
Sorry for not waking up earlier.
You okay?
You better be.
Yeah, sure. I'm just a bit lightheaded. I guess I haven't been sleeping well. I'm used to my very big, very soft bed.
Don't ask about
A
the
bus seat's a
pills.
poor substitute, even though I have the best seat.
We're gonna ask about the pills because we're a
I'll be
nosy
fine.
bitch.
I just need a proper night's sleep. Not the kidnapped by a rogue robot while napping in the backseat of a bus sort of sleep.
Deloxetine?
Did you go through my stuff?
I wasn't snooping. The bottle was right there.
That still doesn't... Fine. I've been having headaches since the job. It's really not a big deal. I got the pills from Luna.
Aren't those antidepressants?
Headaches, insomnia, worrying about how I left things back home. Back in Pacifica, it's a lot. It's been a struggle, but I'm coping. I'll be fine. I promise. I didn't want to say anything.
Just
You've been
taking a
busy, lot
pill
on your mind,
count
all of
as
this.
being able to cope. I don't know. It sounds like you can't. And so therefore that's why you need to take the pill.
I think there's someone
Pills
in
are
there,
bad, okay.
inside the fence. A normal someone. I can feel them. The emotions are loud and close. But there's a barrier between us.
Yeah, it's called wall.
More bikers could show up at any time. The sun feels nice.
This is some industrial grade fencing.
What's that?
No, just talking to myself. Sai,
What?
I need your help.
Am I lifting something?
Absolutely not. But maybe some light bending.
Fine. What am I to you, Pax? A tool?
A big and beautiful woman with inner and outer strength.
I love you, but fuck you.
You are the ox.
There. Happy?
Happy. Hey, everyone. This is what we're gonna do.
What?
I don't think we have a choice. We need to look for our robot and this anomaly.
Man. Why didn't you tell me there's an anomaly in there, Pax?
I guess this explains why you're suddenly so eager to chase after the robots.
Oh, keeping secrets again, huh? That's not very companionable of you.
Look, we can't leave an anomal behind, and we need a driver.
You're not going in there on your own.
I think it's best for everyone that I stay behind. I'm still dizzy.
If you need me, I'll be there.
We need that bus back on the road. Sai?
I lift buses now. This is my life.
Would you rather join the adventuring party?
You know what? Yes! I would very much prefer that.
Whatever's good for the group.
No. Mind keeping watch?
None shall pass. I'll make bird noises if they do.
Guys, I might need your help in there.
Sure.
Yeah. Just don't expect this to be some sort of bonding experience.
Damn.
It's just a trailer park.
All right.
What were
That's
you
what I was waiting
expecting,
for.
Narnia?
The game
Reference
just
acknowledged.
saved.
But why the military-grade fence if it's just a trailer?
I am going to call it here for the night. Thank you to Kel, Acid. Who else was in here tonight? We had Kel, we had Acid, we had Cash Kester, we had Alec Baldwin's Finger, C&A Productions, which I don't... You made it seem like today was the first time you were in here, but I don't think it was. That name's looking familiar. What else do we... I think we had Duke Devil in here. You know, just hanging out. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got Wrong Bath on mine and Devil's channels, where we're going to be watching the debate. We'll see how well that works. Definitely subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe to my Rumble, because I will be streaming to my Rumble just in case. Well, I stream to my Rumble every time. But there is a chance YouTube says, go fuck yourself with this one, right? So we'll see how that plays out. But make sure to go check out my Rumble just in case something retarded like that happens. It will also be on X, and it'll be on my Twitch and my Kick and all that. Well, actually, I think it will be fine everywhere else except for YouTube. Huh. So make sure you check that out. And until next time, have a good one.